Hello, welcome to Y360 of Greater Houston. This is yoga. I'm your instructor today. My name is Adonis. For this class, you'll need a yoga mat, a block, water, and a towel. Thanks for joining us. I'll give you a moment to gather those things, and we'll be right back. Hi, welcome again. This is flow yoga. So we're going to start today standing up, both feet forward, the toes facing the front. We're going to start what's called Tadasana, mountain pose, nice and strong, like a mountain. Make yourself nice and tall. Lift the shoulders up, around, back, and down. Palms facing forward, hands splayed out. Chin is slightly above parallel. Give me a nice smile. This is Tadasana, mountain pose. So inhale, open the chest, open the lungs, and exhale. Setting our intention today for our flow and our practice. Again, inhale. As you inhale, our lungs expand, bringing fresh air to our muscles. Hold just for a minute, savor it, taste it, and then exhale. Making a sound in the throat, what's called ujjayi breath, making the sound of the ocean in your voice. Again, inhale. Exhale. You hear that? Yeah, that's great. Again, inhale. Exhale. We're going to go and bring our legs a little further in. Take a nice inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Float it down toward the ground. Again, inhale, arms up. As you lift the arms, inhale, nice deep breath, and exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up, sweep the arms up toward the sky, toward the heavens, and twist to the right. Exhale as you float the arms down, nice spinal twist. Inhale again, arms up. Exhale, hands center. Just a nice spinal twist, warm up the spine and the vertebrae. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Take a couple of moments. On your own pace, how fast you slowly go is up to you. Moving deliberately to center and the right and the left, just warming up the body. Taking these first few moments to set the intention of your practice, whatever that is. Is it for fitness? Is it for peace and meditation? Whatever it is, it's your practice. Set your intention. Let's get a little warmer again. Inhale, arms up. Then exhale, go toward the center. Shoot the hips back and down. The glutes down to level our knees in our first chair pose. Nice exhale in this chair pose. So we're strong in our legs. Our knees are right above our ankles. Our hands are right beside our ears. Our arms are right beside our ears. And then lift the arms up. Swan dive down, float down toward the ground. If you need a block, please feel free to grab it. Hands toward the ground in our first forward fold. If you have the block, grab it and adjust it to your level. Here, 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 or no block at all. So again, this is a modification right here. If you'd like to use a block, up to you. Really important too, in this pose, in our forward fold, let's first keep our knees nice and soft. A slight bend in the knee is okay. Our back is straight. Our shoulders are away from our ears. We're folded at the hip. And again, if If you have no block, you can just grab your shins if you'd like. Or if you're a little bit more flexible today, go ahead and touch the floor. Take a couple deep breaths here. And then grab both elbows and then sway side to side, lubricating the lower spine. Keep the head nice and heavy as you sway left and right like a tree in the wind. Keeping the eyes closed or open, whatever's comfortable for you. Find some stillness, and then go and place the hands back on the mat, and then step right foot and left foot back into a plank. Our shoulders are right above our wrist. We're gonna do what's called chaturanga. So we're gonna slightly bend at the elbow, keeping the elbows close to our rib cage. We're on our toes and our back. You can either hold it here, or you can go ahead and bring your torso and hip to the ground. Flip the toes behind you so the tops of your feet are on the mat. Go ahead and lift the torso. And it's what's called Sphinx pose. Sphinx. Which is a nice slight back bend. Sphinx. Take a couple deep breaths here. Again, never ever holding your breath in yoga. Breath is life. Bringing oxygen to our muscles. Take one more breath here on your own. And then exhale on the way down. Your cheek or your forehead on the mat. Whatever's comfortable for you. Take a breath here. And we're going to do Sphinx again. Or we're going to do Cobra. So 2 options. Sphinx, just like we just did, or Cobra. In 3, 2, 1. Sphinx or Cobra by pressing the torso up slightly higher. Back bend. Keep the shoulders down and away from our ears. Bring the shoulder blades toward the spine. Lift the chin. Cobra. If this is too much for you, again, you can always go back to Sphinx. That first option. Yep. Whatever's comfortable for you. Yogi's choice. So Cobra. Lift the chin toward the sky. Open the throat. A couple breaths here. And then exhale back down. We'll do that one more time. Another advanced option coming up. So first option, Sphinx. Second option, Cobra. Third option's coming up. It's called Up Dog. So take a breath here on your own. And in 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips and lift the chest in our upward facing dog. So Sphinx is okay. Cobra is okay. For my advanced practitioners, upward facing dog. And again, take a couple of breaths here on your own, never ever holding your breath. And then back toward the ground. Relax, cheek on the floor or forehead on the floor. Up to you. Take a breath here. Nice. Flip the toes back behind us. So our toes are on the mat. And bring the hips up, back, and up. Shooting the heels toward the ground in our first downward facing dog. So in downward facing dog, think about pushing your heels toward the ground, making suction cups with your fingers, and where your hand meets your wrist. Keeping the chin neutral, bringing our tailbone up toward the sky, and our heels toward the ground. So we're like an upside down V, downward dog. Go ahead and pedal the foot left and right. Be gentle with yourself. To stretch one side of the body and then stretch the other side of the body. Pedal left and right. Pushing a heel toward the ground. Find some stillness, then push both heels toward the ground and hold that downward dog. Go ahead and bring one foot in toward the center, right or left. I'm gonna use my right. So bring the right foot in the center, and then bring the left leg up in three-legged dog. Take a couple breaths here. So think about pushing that leg in the air toward the sky, and the opposite leg on the ground. Think about pushing that heel toward the ground in three-legged dog. Let's bring knee to nose. Hold for a second. Then back up toward the sky. 2 more times. Get some ab work in. Knee to nose. Then sweep it back up. Exhale. Take a nice inhale. And exhale. Knee to elbow. Knee to chest. Knee to nose. And then back up toward the sky. Let's switch sides, shall we? Add some balance. So bring the leg in the air, bring it down toward the floor. Now bring that leg toward the center and bring the opposite leg up in the sky, and then three-legged dog on the opposite side. Again, don't forget to breathe. Take a nice inhale and exhale, knee to nose. We're gonna 2 more times. Working on our core as well. Bring the leg up toward the sky. Then knee to nose. Halfway there. 1 breath here. And then bring leg up again toward the sky. Last time. Make each time better than one before. Then knee to nose. Yeah, I know that was tough. Now we're definitely warm, right? So go ahead and bring both legs on the ground, back and downward facing dog, and pedal the foot left and right. Again, shooting the hips up toward the sky. And then find some stillness. Bend both knees. Bring them to the mat. Bring them to the ground. Tops of the feet are on the mat. Hands all the way out. Head. Forehead on the mat. Child's pose. I know those were tough. Those 3 leg ups were tough. So take a moment here just to relax and recharge yourself. Let's go and take a child pose to one side, toward the right or the left. Up to you. Doesn't matter which first, as long as you're doing both sides equally. Back to center. Get a nice stretch on one side of the body. And then walk the hands toward the other side. Back to center. And breathe here for a couple seconds, for a couple breaths while I talk to you guys. So at any time you ever need to towel yourself off, feel free to. If you ever need to take yourself out of a pose and get a sip of water, you're more than welcome to as well. All right. So back to child's pose. And then when we're ready, together as a family and as a team, let's get on all fours. Again, our shoulders are right above our wrists. Our knees are right in the same line as our wrists. Bring the chin in toward the chest for cat pose. Upper back toward the sky. Sucking the belly in. And then flat back into cow pose. And again, chin toward the chest, cat. Suck the gut in. Chin toward the chest. And then cow. So your assignment is do a couple of these on your own, at your own pace. How fast you slow you go is up to you. about 2 more rounds on your own. Find some stillness, back to neutral position. As move the torso around our wrists to lubricate our wrists. And then the other side, counterclockwise. This is great for the wrists. So go ahead and bring both hands facing each other, with the fingers facing each other. And then be gentle with yourself again. Move around your torso over your wrists, making circles gently, one direction, and then opposite direction. If ever at any time you feel uncomfortable, take yourself out of it and join me in child's pose. How about the palms facing up with the fingers facing in? It's a little harder, so be gentle with yourself. Again, moving the torso around and around. The other side. All right, let's sit back on our heels into hero's pose. Like a hero, keep that chest nice and proud. Again, shoulders up, around, back, and down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale toward the right. Inhale, arms up. Flow toward the center. Again. Inhale, arms up toward the other side. Exhale. Last time in the center. Inhale, arms up. Arm center. Go ahead and bring the hip down toward the mat. We're going to bring our legs in front of us. I'm going to do a side profile so you can see what I'm doing. A different perspective. So it's called staff pose. So our hips are neutral. One angle from up here all the way down here. Staff pose. The legs are straight with the toes facing up toward the sky. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, float it down. So wherever you are, that's okay. You can either stay here, or go here, or reach your toes if you can. Bring that torso toward your feet. Some days are easier than others. Each day is different. Respecting yourself for where you are for that day. So listen to your body. What's it telling you? If it's too much for right now, go ahead and hold off just a little bit. If you can do more, feel free to do more. So let's take a couple of breaths together as a family and as a team. Inhale, and then exhale. Float it more toward the ground, your torso, toward your legs. Again, up here is okay. If you'd like, and then caress the legs on the way up. Go ahead and wiggle the legs, bringing life back to your legs. I'm gonna open up right here. So open the legs out, both feet toward the sky. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down toward the ground, palms facing the floor or the mat. Look where your fingers are. Inhale with me. And exhale, walk the hands a little further out. Deepen the stretch just a little bit. A millimeter. A centimeter. Or we're in the United States, right? So an inch. Whatever system you use, just a little bit more. Reach further, that's what I mean to say. So again, inhale with me. And then tiptoe. Walk the hands further out. So you should stretch a little bit more. And don't forget to breathe. Never ever holding your breath. One more time with me. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the hands a little further out. The next line on the mat. The next plank on the wood, on the floor. Then when you're ready, walk the hands back toward your pelvis. Lifting the torso. Right above your hip. Right foot forward, left foot on the instep. So the sole of our foot is on the inside of our thigh. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, float it down toward the ground. Again, think about keeping that torso nice and flat on the legs. So don't open up here, but square the shoulders so it's right above our legs. And then placing your hands wherever they're comfortable, on your shin, on your ankle, on your toe, or past your toe. And with each exhale, deepen the stretch just a little bit more. Enjoy the stretch. Listen to your body. Caress the legs. On the way up, let's switch sides, shall we? All right, bring the other leg out. Bring the other leg in on the instep. Take a nice inhale with me. And then exhale, float it down toward the ground. Again, torso right above that thigh. And then hold it. One side's always tighter than the other side. We all have strong and weak sides. So what we do to work on that imbalance is we'll work both sides equally. And eventually our weak side will catch up to our strong side. Yeah? Okay, inhale again with me. Exhale, deepen the stretch. A couple more breaths here on your own. Caress the legs. On the way up, bringing the torso away from your legs. And again, bring both legs out in staff pose. Look at those legs. How do you feel, guys? Yeah, feeling a little bit more limber today? I hope you are. Excellent. So let's go ahead and lay on our back, on our mat. Go ahead and place your back on the floor. Bring the heels, closer to your glute. Palms facing the ground. We're lifting that hip up toward the sky in what's called a bridge pose. So in the bridge pose, think about lifting your hip toward the sky. Our shoulder blades are on the mat. Our chin is neutral. Think about pushing the heels down as you lift the hip up toward the sky. Think about squeezing a marble right in between your glutes to contract the glutes. Bridge pose. Okay, go ahead and bring the hip back down toward the floor. We're going to do that again one more time. We're going to do advanced pose as an option if you'd like. Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, lift the hip toward the sky. Pushing the hips toward the heavens. And if you'd like an advanced option, go ahead and work your hands right below your bottom, right below your glutes. Pushing the hands close together. you'd like advanced. If your hands to the side, that's okay too. Lifting the bottom toward the sky, bridge. Go ahead and bring the torso and the hip back toward the ground. Bring both knees toward our chest and then rotating our hips around and around one direction and then other direction. And then side to side. Giving yourself a lower back massage. Go ahead and splay both feet out toward one side of the room. Bringing our hands right below our bottoms, right below our glutes, so your glute is resting on the top of your hands. Bring the shoulders back behind us, and then lifting the crown of the head to meet the mat. So our chin is facing toward the heavens, toward the sky, opening up our throat. This is what's called fish pose, fish pose. So think about lifting your chest. Think about lifting your chest toward the sky, opening the neck, opening the throat as the crown of your head rests on the back of the mat. Fish pose. Our chest is lifted. Our core is nice and strong. And then bringing the back of our head, center of the mat again. And then bringing both knees in again. Counter pose, side to side, back massage. Be gentle with yourself. And then circles around and around. Make peace fingers with your right hand. Make peace fingers with your left hand. Grab between your big toe and the second toe. Open up the legs. Happy baby. Sway left and right, side to side. Extending one leg, extend the right leg forward. The other knee toward the chest. And we're going to take the opposite hand and then bring the leg across our body with the opposite hand. Bring our opposite hand on the floor and then look in the opposite direction from where you place your knee. So our knee's facing one direction and our face is facing the opposite direction in a nice simple twist. Couple breaths here. And then back to center. And then opposite side. So extend the other leg, bring the other knee in toward the chest. And then when you're ready, work that leg across your body with the opposite side, keeping the shoulder blades on the ground, opposite arm, opposite side, twist. Both knees toward the center. And again, around and around. Working that lower back. Bring both legs out. Putting our hands to our side with the palms facing the sky. Splay the feet. And then gently close your eyes. In our final pose, corpse pose, Shavasana. So keeping the eyes closed while I speak to you. Let's meditate. Go ahead and keep laying on the ground. Keeping the eyes closed. If you have any tension in your ankles, in your legs, in your knees, relax. Let it go. If you have any tension in your hips, slowly melt into the earth. Relax and let it go. As our belly and chest rises and falls with each breath, you melt more and more into the earth. Our throat relaxes, our cheeks soften. Our forehead unwrinkles and relax. Enjoy. Wiggle the fingers and toes. And then when you're ready, join me in nice seated position in crisscross applesauce, just like I am right now. Gently open the eyes. Take a nice inhale with me, arms up. And exhale, arms down. Take a nice inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Thank you guys so much for joining me today in this yoga practice. Have a great day. Come back and see us.